Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Switch up.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some room to maneuver. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
56, the mark, boy, 56.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. James has got it, complete. On the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Win 18. Yo, switch. Hey, 88.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something there for him.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready? Nifty, plant. Ready?
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Ready?
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
26. Hey, exit.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll run it with Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Watch the out. Hey, look 3, look 3. Spawn, 50. Check 3.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger. His third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it'll be third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Hartman, screen play, McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And
there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Eric Ebron. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Throwing to start the drive. Hartman. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Hartman. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley.
A gain of 11 yards.
On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. And that kick, that's a big one. It's number 565 of his career, tying Morton Anderson at the top of the all-time list.
And Brandon, really it speaks to this man's longevity more than anything else. These 21, 22-year-olds come into camp with the booming legs, thinking they can unseat this guy. He's just been Mr. Automatic his whole career.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
He's going to air one out. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Rodgers to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Hartman. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hartman. And he's going to go down again. Dean Lowry. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The final shot before break. Hartman. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go back.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And some room to run now.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Hartman looking deep here for Ebron. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Hartman. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
70, Indy. 56. Ready?
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Rock it. On the ball. Check 13. Bravo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hartman. This one caught by Ridley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Hartman. Short little throw to Ebron. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Pull it high. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And some space here. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Hey, wahoo! 56 of Mike. 56 is Mike.
Throwing again on second and 10. Hartman. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's got some space here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Second and 4. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
51, Mike. Hey, dude.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Loco over here. Check. More. Check. Slap. Wide left. Inside. Boxing.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers, throwing again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Bears will get the football back. Now McKinnon to start the drive. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It's our time. It's our time.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now McKinnon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Here again is McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Rodgers going to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. Montgomery. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down now, McKinnon. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little words that are said.